Hi, I'm Corey Weatherton, Director of Product Development here at the Jayco Motorhome Group, and I am going to show you today the 2025 Jayco Seneca XT. And what I want to do here is talk to you about what makes Jayco Jayco, but then also what makes the Seneca XT one of the best-selling motorhomes on the F600 chassis on the market today. So first of all, with Jayco, you need to understand that we always give you a 2+3 warranty. The warranty is a big deal. The standard within the RV industry is simply a 1-year limited warranty on all Class Cs and Super Cs. At Jayco, we are giving you 2 complete camping seasons of a warranty. Why do we do that? How do we do that? I can tell you that number 2 is not proprietary to us. Anybody could do it if they chose to. However, we're the only manufacturer that does. We give you those 2 complete camping seasons because we want you to know that we stand behind your investment. And so in reality, we could offer you a 1-year warranty just like everybody else, but we give you 2 years. Why is that? Because we believe that we build a superior motorhome. Quite frankly, if we were going to lose money giving you a 2-year warranty, we would drop it down to 1 year. But we know that we build a superior motorhome, so we always give you a 2-year warranty plus a 3-year structural warranty. What makes a Jayco a Jayco? We put a ride and handling package on everything we build. Our goal at every price point and in every segment of the market is to give you the best ride in the industry. So this Mini Super C on this F600 chassis, it also goes on an F550 chassis. We give you a ride and handling package called the JRide Premium. So what is the JRide Premium? So when Ford sends us this chassis, we do modifications to it, and Ford allows us to do it as long as we keep it to their specs or even greater. So when this chassis comes from Ford, right away we pull off the front and rear stabilizer bar that Ford puts on, and we put an oversized stabilizer bar on it. So what does that do? It really helps eliminate a lot of the left to right rocking, whether you accidentally hit a curb at the filling station, if you take this on a 2-track and you hit a pothole, it eliminates about 62% of the left to right sway and rocking. So those oversized stabilizer bars are a big deal. Also on this chassis, we are installing Koni FSD shocks. FSD stands for frequency selective dampening. Those FSD shocks are incredible shocks. They're a premium shock. They give you both stability and comfort. So for instance, if you are taking a clover leaf and you start to get a little bit of body roll, remember those oversized stabilizer bars eliminate about 62% of that. If you get a little bit of body roll, only one valve will open up in that Koni shock and let just a little hydraulic fluid through to help give you that stability you need. Now, if you're going down that 2-track and you hit the big pothole, both valves will open up, dump a lot of hydraulic fluid through, and give you the comfort that you need. So those Koni FSD shocks, those are a big deal, and we're excited about those. Also a computer balanced drive shaft. We rebalance Ford's drive shaft. We take it to a little bit tighter than their specs to eliminate a lot of white background noise inside of the coach. So this unit with the JRide Premium, it will drive better than any F600 or even F550 on the market today. So now let's talk about what makes the Seneca XT the Seneca XT. First of all, it is built on the F600 chassis, but also we have a couple floor plans that we will build on the F550 chassis. So the only difference there is your GVW and your GCW as well. We are giving you a 12,000 pound hitch on both of them. So tow capacity is 12,000 pounds. This is a Ford F600 chassis. It's the XLT trim level, and it comes with a 6.7 liter Power Stroke diesel engine. So it is a diesel. So you are getting more torque out of this engine transmission combo. So it is a great package. Also, what you need to know, this is a 4-wheel drive chassis. Both the 600 and the 550 we're building on are both 4-wheel drive chassis. So we wanted to take this great, incredible chassis and really enhance the 4-wheel drive capabilities of it and really provide a look that goes along with the fact that this is a 4-wheel drive chassis. So what we're doing is we are adding a 2-inch BDS radius arm suspension lift on the front of this motorhome. So we're getting 2 inches more of lift. We're putting 2-inch blocks on the rear to give us a little bit more clearance. And so with that, we are automatically giving you that 4x4 off-road look. Also on this, These are all-terrain tires. So the all-terrain tires, your BDS suspension lift, those aftermarket suspension components that we are adding, this is going to be very capable when you are on those 2 tracks or maybe even out on the beach as well. So we took that, we enhanced it, we made it have an awesome look. Our customer feedback on this, we are the only ones in the market as a mainstream manufacturer that are giving you a look like this. Also on this Seneca XT, we are adding an aftermarket road armor bumper. They've developed that specifically for us. Has an integrated winch cradle in it. Now we do not provide a winch. You can add that yourself if you'd like, or take it to a 4x4 shop. They'll be able to do that. Integrated into the front bumper, we have Ford's OE fog lights, and then also we have spotlights down below. The great thing about this chassis is in your overhead console, Ford gives us a whole bunch of auxiliary light switches. And so really picturing this to be on the beach or in those more remote places, even at a campsite, if you pull in late at night, sometimes you need more light. So we are utilizing those overhead light switches inside of this chassis by giving you overhead floodlights in your front cap, spotlight in your bumper. Also in the rear cap, we are giving you fog lights as well in case you need to back up, or excuse me, floodlights in case you need to back up into any of those dark areas. So we're giving you enough lighting for you to be able to see wherever you need to go with this motorhome. Also, something that's unique about Jayco is this one-piece fiberglass front cap. Now, all across the board, whether you're buying more of our base trim level Red Hawk SE that's on the E350 chassis, or you bump up to this guy, or even a Seneca on a Freightliner chassis, we're always giving you that one-piece fiberglass front cap. There's a horizontal seam that goes across where your sidewall and your bunk platform meet. That's a notorious leak spot on any Class C with water. So we put this one-piece fiberglass front cap, which is kind of like a fiberglass boat hull, that fits over that to protect that seam. Now, what you'll notice also about this front end is it's very aerodynamic. We designed this front cap to give it a sleek look and also thin it down a little bit. The cab on this F600 is a little bit squattier than the E450 chassis. And so other manufacturers, they've taken the same cap design that they put on the E450, they put it on top of this motorhome on their chassis, their 600 or their 550. And it just looks like I'm trying to wear maybe my uncle's bigger suit than it doesn't fit the chassis. So we have tapered it down, made it more aerodynamic, made it more sleek looking. Also, you'll notice in this front cap, we do have automotive window in that front cap. It is automotive bonded, so the exact same way chassis manufacturers stick the windshield in this chassis. They have about a 1/4 inch recess, 3/4 inch lip, put a brand of sealant around it that as it cures, it remains flexible. We do the exact same thing on this front cap. Why do we do that? We do it for a number of reasons. That automotive bonded process is really foolproof with the ability of that sealant to remain flexible. Just like this chassis, as this chassis goes down the road, it buffets a little bit, that windshield does flex. As this front cap goes down the road, the wind buffets a little bit, the window will flex in it. So we have created a really foolproof process on installing this front window that is going to result in 0 leaks. So common question is, Corey, why would you put that window in there if it's going to leak? Because Grandpa used to have one, had a window, a Class C in the front cap, and it leaked. Back in the day, they would just have a piece of fiberglass, cram a router in it, route it out, and then stick a normal trailer window in that. And those were destined to leak simply because they were the framed windows. And with time, the UV rays would break that down. With this front cap, there's nothing for the UV rays to deteriorate. So we feel fully confident in this style front cap with a window in it. We've been doing it since ballpark 2017 model year, and I can tell you to date we've had 0 water issues in this style of a front cap with that style of a window. So we believe in that process. Also, we put that window up there simply because we know that you go into the great outdoors to be in the great outdoors. And so that front window, it allows the kids to be in the front overhead bunk or potentially yourself, look up at the stars at night and be able to see the beauty. Also, when you're inside, it lets a lot of light in. So it brightens up the interior of the coach, but then also if you're in those warmer climates, just hit the power shade. The power shade will go down and it'll help protect the inside of the coach from that greenhouse effect of heating up. So wanted to point those things out to you as you come back. Our side step is manufactured by Road Armor as well. We've got a great partnership with them. If you don't know anything about Road Armor, go ahead and do a Google search. Based down in Texas, US made. These are not imports. They do a great job for us. And like I said, it's a very valuable partnership. Coming back to coach, you will see beautiful paint on this. If this isn't your paint style that you prefer, we do have 6 different paint schemes that we offer, various colors, also various designs. So make sure you check out our website for more information on the different paint designs that we are offering. New for this model year, we have moved to square windows on this motorhome. We incorporated them last year on other series that we were building. What we love about these windows is, yeah, the outside it looks different, it sets itself apart. That's neat. But what I love about them is when we're on the inside, it feels very residential. So just like at your house, you have your normal window that's trimmed out with wood. Same story here. Integrated blinds. These blinds actually, as you pull down your nightshade, it will protect the inside of the coach. Also, no rattling going down the road. So we absolutely love these. We made this change for model year 25. Coming back, you'll see really a full-length awning once we get beyond this slide out. That is wind/motion sensing, and so if you are camping and you get a strong gust of wind, it will bring it back in. Now, I always like to caution folks that sense. So make sure that if it seems like it's going to rain, if it seems like it's going to get windy and you're going out kayaking for the day or mountain biking, go ahead and retract that, because if you get a couple strong gusts of wind and this awning has not had a chance to retract, you could come back to your campsite with a damaged awning. So I want to make sure that you're aware of that. Before we get too far, I want to point out our storage areas. What I love about the storage area on this Seneca XT is it has the same style upfit. So upfit is risers that are welded onto the frame rail and cross members as our normal Seneca. So as a result, we do give you a pass-through up and down the coach, and then also on select floor plans, a pass-through across the coach as well. And these are the same style baggage doors as our standard Senecas. And then also you're going to notice the diamond tread flooring in there and also walls. What I love about that is it's very durable, and as a result I can stick some Rubbermaid storage totes in there, and if I accidentally hit my brakes too hard, they're not going to go sliding forward. They stay put. And so pass through up and down the coach is a big deal, because you can get larger items in there than simply what our competitors will do with a rotocast baggage compartment. Coming back further, this does have your standard RV furnace in it. It's a 30,000 BTU LP furnace. It's going to give you enough warmth inside of this coach to be able to keep you warm on those colder days. Also, something to point out is that on select floor plans, we do have a fireplace that is integrated inside the coach. That does give you supplemental heating as well. That has a heat strip in it. And so as a result, it will give you supplemental heating that on those maybe cooler spring mornings or fall mornings, you don't necessarily have to fire up your furnace. You can just use that fireplace as supplemental heating. Something that's new for this model year as well is in all of our outside entertainment centers, you will notice that we have changed to premium JBL audio experience. That's on the outside and then also the inside of the coach. Here at Jayco, we send out a survey to our owners. Once a customer owns a motorhome for 6 months, we send out a survey and we get feedback from them. What do you love about the coach? What are some things that if you were the designer, you would change about the coach? And some of the feedback we got was, we are just tired of poor audio experience. You know, this is a smart TV. What I love about this TV is I can be out camping in the fall, and we're in northern Indiana, and I can watch a Notre Dame football game while camping. For some of you, that could be an abomination to say, watching football while you're camping. But for me, I love to keep track of my favorite team. And so, you know, we've got this great TV. I can stream to it. But then, you know, just the audio isn't that great. So this year, we have switched to these premium JBL audio speakers, and so it will be a big upgrade for you. And that came from customer feedback, to be honest with you. Folks just tired of the traditional cheap RV components that can go into some of these units at times. And so we took the feedback. Also, other feedback we have incorporated in current development and also future development. So definitely know when you buy this, when you buy any of our motorhomes, make sure you complete that survey, because we look at it. Our team of engineers, production, and then also our product development team looks at it. So that's very important to us as well. On the roof of this motorhome, you will find that Starlink satellite system is standard. What I love about Starlink is I can be in those remote places. I can be in state land up in Michigan, or I can be out west in BLM land, and where there's no cell service, I can still have the internet if I need to. And that's really important. If you're going from river to river to river fishing, we know those are in remote places. Rather than having to go back into town to where you get cell service and then plug in your next coordinates, Starlink will be able to get you that while you're out in those remote places to save you time. It's just a great convenience thing. Also, a full fiberglass roof. That's one sheet of fiberglass. It's fully walkable. The edges of the roof do have a radius to them. It is crowned in the center, so you get proper water runoff and also snow melt runoff as well. On the roof, we do have 200 watts of solar that's standard, and that is going to help supplement the battery power on this. This has 6-volt AGM batteries, and then also comes standard with a 6,000 watt quiet diesel generator. So I love that about this. Now, this floor plan that I am in front of is the 35L Seneca XT. We also have a 32U, a little bit shorter guy, and then also a 29T. That 29T is under 30 feet long, doesn't have any slides, has a massive pass-through storage in the rear. You can stick kayaks in there. You can put mountain bikes in there. Your skis go in there totally fine. And then also a rear lounge with panoramic windows all the way around. Beautiful floor plan if you're looking for something small and nimble. We released that last year and I say last year, you don't even know what year this is maybe. We released that in 2023 of July, and it has done very well in select portions of the country continent. So in those more remote places where folks are looking for something smaller, nimble, could be for quasi-hunting cabin. It could be for that jumping from place to place to place fishing. It could be for the outdoor enthusiast, but it's a beautiful floor plan, so make sure you check that out. That has been the outside of the coach. Let's go inside the coach and check out some of those amenities. Alrighty, so we are inside the beautiful 2025 Jayco Seneca XT. And as I mentioned, this is a 35L floor plan. Frequently, we'll get comments down below, hey, what floor plan was that you were in? I mentioned it outside, mentioned it inside, so hopefully clarification there. 35L Seneca XT floor plan. I honestly love this unit. I love it because it doesn't matter what time of the year you are going out camping. There is enough heat and AC in this unit to keep you cool and also warm. For instance, the air conditioning system. We have a 15,000 BTU air conditioner in the front of the coach here that does have a heat pump in it. And so that heat pump, I think oftentimes it never gets sold enough because, as you know, RV furnaces, they burn up propane. Most of your RVs have a fixed onboard propane system. So in my mind, the way I run these and operate these, I want to conserve that as much as possible. So the 15,000 BTU with the heat pump up front, and then also in this floor plan, we have that auxiliary fireplace in the bedroom, as I already mentioned. I can easily warm this thing up on those cooler days to where I do not need to utilize my propane. Now granted, utilizing my heat pumps, I do need to be plugged into shore power. This is a 50 amp coach, or I need to be running my generator. So there is a caveat to that, but at the same time, I love the fact that we have a 15K with a heat pump in front, and then your bedroom is a 13.5 with no heat pump. But as I mentioned in this floor plan, you do have your auxiliary fireplace. So enough heating and cooling in this to keep you warm and cool year round. We're in northern Indiana right now. It's summertime and it is hot. We turned the AC on before filming just to get this cooled down. It was more than capable. So I love that about this. What you're going to notice in this motorhome is this XT is a true Super C. Here at Jayco, we treat our Super Cs as a luxury item. We understand that really the price keeps getting higher and higher as we get into this Super C market. So there's amenities in here that you would expect to have in your own home. For instance, these theater seats are power theater seats. I love this option in this floor plan. A year ago, I took a Seneca XT out, 35L exactly, with my family. We went camping. The end of the day, this is a perfect place to just recline and relax. It's directly across from the 50-inch smart television. What I love about that is at the end of the day, if you want to stream YouTube to check out where you're going the next day, you can do that on this television. As I mentioned, brand new for this model year, JBL Premium audio inside and outside of the coach. So depending on the floor plan, you're either going to get this JBL Aura soundbar, which is connected to your television. You can Bluetooth your favorite music app to that. So at the end of the day, if it's a dance party in here with the kids, you can put on your dance music and have a good time. Or maybe it's just a day to chill. You can put your jazz on and just relax. Or maybe I missed your favorite. If your favorite's metal, good for you. It's not mine. But at the same time, it'll give you premium audio inside of this coach. And I love that. We've definitely upped the game this year. Behind that television, you can see we went with the new style windows. Why don't we look over on this side for a better view? As I mentioned, these are all trimmed out like they would be in your own home. What I love about this style window is not only the aesthetic look of it, it really cleans it up. You don't have to have a valance in it with a roller shade. Now it's integrated shade. So you have your night shade, but then also coming up from the bottom, you have your day shade, AKA bug screen. Also on these windows, you simply lift this bar up, push it out, and you get about 8 inches of ventilation with these windows. So these windows are not only beautiful, but the functionality of them, it has really stepped up the game inside of this motorhome. So I probably got a little ahead of myself. As I mentioned, this is the F600 chassis. Up front, this is Ford factory stock, and so you will get their sync system as a head unit. Up front, we are recovering the seats to give you that comfort premium feel. Maybe this color of seat isn't your preference. We do offer 2 interior color options as well as 2 interior wood and decor options. So we are able to go darker if you do want darker. The overhead bunk behind me rated at 750 pounds. Oftentimes, I try to tie that in with the 2-year warranty. Did you know the industry average on front overhead bunk ratings is about 450 pounds, 450 to 525? Will 750 ever be up here? I don't know, but at the same time, doing things to a higher standard really results in us being able to give you that 2-year warranty to be able to stand behind your investment. As I mentioned, we do have this awesome panoramic window behind me that now the nightshade is put down. What I love about that is, I already said, I can be laying up here and I can look at the stars, or it's daytime, I can watch the birds up in the tree. We do have a 120 volt outlet as well as 12 volt USB cup holders on both sides. We've got our mesh net up here to be able to store things, a nice deep cubby on this side, and you get the exact same on the opposite side. We also do give, included in this is I call it a child safety net. Hopefully that's not offensive. Maybe it's an adult safety net as well. It actually hooks to these bunk wings up above and just helps prevent folks from rolling out in the middle of the night if they have a dream or they're just unfamiliar with sleeping in a front overhead bunk. So a lot of safety features we include here. And speaking of safety features, a seat belt in every designating seated position. And so this motorhome, we can actually seat belt 8 people in this, 2 in the theater seats, 2 in rear facing, 2 in front facing, and then 2 up front. By law, we're not required to install them in this rear facing dinette. However, we do, because we know that if the seating is available, at times this motorhome will be maxed out with capacity. So we want to make sure that all of your riders are safe in here. And so not only us installing them, but we do adhere to national requirements in installing seatbelts. We can't just do it on a whim. We actually have to do a pull test on all of these. So it has to withstand on a dual bracket, which is what this booth dinette has. A dual bracket has to withstand 10,000 pounds of pull for 60 seconds. If it doesn't, we have to redesign the slide out, redesign the bracket, redesign everything to make sure 10,000 pounds for 60 seconds. So safety is a big deal for us here at Jayco. So with safety, you're also going to get your rear backup camera. You're also going to get your side cameras as well. So changing lanes is very simple. But I love this cab area because I'm a taller individual. and this F-Series chassis has a lot of leg room. So as you're taking this for a test drive to experience that JRide Premium package on it, that ride and handling package, also notice how much leg room is in this cab area. Now I will tell you, I'll just be completely honest with you in this video. One of the negatives or potential negatives on this chassis is, as I mentioned, the E450 is a little bit taller. So passing through from your driver passenger seat into the main living area of the motorhome, quite frankly, is a breeze. However, that E450 may be a little bit more limited on legroom. It doesn't have a modern feel of today's vehicles that you're driving, whereas this F-Series does. If there is a drawback on this chassis, it's getting from your driver passenger seat back into the motorhome portion of this. Just simply because, as I mentioned, this cab is a little squattier, so it can be a little difficult to come through. So with that, I would say it's doable, but definitely check that out as well, because we want you to enjoy what you buy. We don't want you to waste money. Enjoy what you buy. If this isn't the chassis for you, we have other chassis. Be sure to check out, because we put ride and handling on those as well. But this is a really cool unit. As I said, it's rugged, it's outdoors. This cabinet here, as you can tell, we oversized cabinet doors from the beginning, but we have dual metal struts on this cabinet. What I love about this cabinet is it really goes with the look of this motorhome. It does give you a little bit more of that rustic outdoor feel to it. If by chance the rustic outdoor feel isn't for you, we also option different cabinetry as well. It'll still have the same door and drawer profile on it. However, they will be different colors. So I love that about this. You're going to find solid surface kitchen countertops, induction cooktop. Now, induction cooktops, I think they are a great thing. There could be a little bit of controversy between you and I. That's fine. Let me tell you why I think they're a great thing. First of all, because they're not utilizing your onboard propane, which I already mentioned. That is a fixed amount that's attached to the motorhome. So when you run out of propane, you've got to find a place to fill. However, with these induction cooktops, they are either running off of shore power. If you're at a campground, you've already paid for that, or it's running off of your diesel generator. The great thing about that diesel generator is every time I fill my chassis fuel tanks, it's replenishing my fuel for the diesel generator. So I love that the fuel is easy to come by for this induction cooktop. The second thing that I love is that this is very safe. Now, my kids are old enough, I don't have to worry about them coming through and touching a hot burner, but I can tell you, probably in a couple years, grandkids aren't too far away. And when I take this motorhome out, I want to make sure that it's safe for them as well. So induction cooktops, if it's on, I can put my hand on this and I will not burn myself. This induction cooktop is activated by the pan or skillet that you put on there. So it's very safe. I can accidentally bump this, turn it on, and it's not a burn hazard at that point. So I love induction cooktops. If you disagree, that's fine, but I'll tell you, these are the way to go for me. Overhead, you will find a convection microwave oven. This convection microwave oven, I love it because you can actually bake bread in this thing. So those mornings where you're making biscuits and gravy, you've got your sausage gravy going down below, I can actually bake biscuits in this. So if you're a homemade person, you can make your homemade biscuits in this. If you're one of those Pillsbury crack the tube open, you can make those in here too. So this convection microwave oven functions just like a normal oven, like a normal RV oven. However, it does not emit the heat out into the coach as a traditional oven would, but then also I'm getting even heat around it. So those biscuits will not have a burnt stripe down the bottom of them, or my Cornish game hen that I'm making in here for the nice Sunday afternoon lunch. It's not going to be burnt simply because it's convection. That hot air is flowing. Us putting this up here allows us to do some awesome storage down below. Now, traditionally, when you do have an RV oven, that is used for storage. A lot of times you don't know where to put your skillet or your pizza pan, so you'll store it down there. With the convection, you do get more storage here. Behind me, you're going to notice this beautiful stone backsplash. Now, this is stone. It's not a faux. We love this. We love the high-end finishes on these Seneca XTs. You'll notice gunmetal sinks throughout, and then also fixtures to go along with it. So absolutely beautiful. This coach does come standard, this 35L, with a large residential refrigerator. What I love about these is we know how much food goes in our refrigerator at home. You know how many bags of grapes. You know how many glass containers of pre-made burger that you just fried up last night. You know how many gallons of milk. I'm going through my refrigerator at home to tell you all these things. I know how many mangoes are in there. I know how much bags of cilantro are in there. And so I know that when I go camping, I know what I need to buy and how much will fit in there. I don't have to worry about there not being enough room. Now our 29T floor plan, smaller floor plan, that does come with a 12-volt refrigerator. So make sure you're looking at the floor plan to correlate which refrigerator you're getting. We can also option a 12-volt refrigerator in place of this 120-volt residential refrigerator if you'd prefer. So very large, a lot of freezer storage down below. Again, a lot of room for everything you want to bring along. Coming back into the hallway, you will notice that this unit is powered by the Firefly multiplex system. We have this in all of our higher end coaches. The higher trim levels really demand a multiplex system. We've been partnered with Firefly for probably over a decade now. They are a great company. They are right across the road from us. Their engineers, their sales are coming over to our plant on a weekly basis, if not 2 to 3 times a week as we interact with them, talking about tweaks, changes, etc. This is a great system. I can download the app to my phone, and then with that, I can control my whole coach from outside at the campfire. So this is connected Bluetooth to my phone. I love that feature. We'd have pantry on this side. Depending on how many Cocoa Krispies boxes you want, there is plenty of pantry room in here. I don't have Cocoa Krispies at home, so I wanted to throw that out. If by chance my family sees I mention Cocoa Krispies, they're going to go digging through where are those. I don't have any, so only healthy stuff at home. Back in the shower area, I want to describe this split bath concept. A lot of times new RVers will come into an RV and see this split bath and say, that's just kind of weird, isn't it? I mean, I can shower with everybody looking, with everybody being around. That's not how this is designed. This bathroom door actually closes off this portion of the bathroom. I do have a sliding door back here to close off this portion of the bathroom. What I love about split baths is when I close this section off, all of a sudden I get a massive bathroom to where I can be showering, I can get out, I can dry off my legs, plenty of room in here. And then when I want to go into the bathroom, I'm not feeling claustrophobic in a small RV bathroom. But these split baths, they do have their place. Maybe a split bath isn't for you. Check out our other floor plans, because the other floor plans do not have a split bath. They have all in one bath. Depending on the floor plan, we will have a macerating toilet in these as well. Macerating toilets is essentially a garbage disposal built into a toilet. What I love about those is they're a lot easier. Your black tank becomes a lot easier to clean out on these, just simply because there's not large debris to get hung up. So great bathroom. You'll notice a very large medicine cabinet inside of the bathroom, as well as we carry the beautiful cabinetry into there as well. If we come back into the bedroom, king size bed, king size walk around bed. A lot of you folks have been requesting a king size walk around bed for quite a while. We have started to incorporate those into our motorhomes because I know a lot of you have king size beds at home. Now there will be an occasion where we'll get a customer survey back, as I already mentioned, on the outside of this coach, or I may be interacting with a potential customer at an RV show from January through April. And they'll say, you know, what a waste of space. We'd love to have a queen size bed. Well, here's the deal. We do research, we put stats out there. I understand a queen size bed may be your preference. It might be. But I can tell you, based upon our research and surveys we get in, a king size bed is by far preferred over a queen size bed. So in our floor plans, you will find the king size beds. That 29T floor plan, that is a unique one where the whole lounge area converts into a bed, or you can use your front overhead bunk for sleeping. But in our XTs, you will find king size beds. Overhead cabinetry, you will notice carried on the oversized cabinet doors on here. There's a 120 volt outlet up above, as well as your beautiful reading lights. Cool thing about this bed is it is on a power lift as well. So I can incline the head portion of this and I can watch television at the end of the day. Again, a smart television back here, I can stream to that. And so just a great combination, incline bed, television, or even an incline bed if you like to read at night as well. It's a lot easier oftentimes reading at an incline than it is being flat. But take a look over here at the cabinetry. The cabinetry is beautiful in this area. There is so much storage in this 35L floor plan. It's incredible. We've got 5 drawers in here, and these drawers are quite large. We've got a wardrobe with a mirror on the one side closest to the bathroom. We've got currently in this, we've got an overhead wardrobe here, and then down below, we do have a combination washer dryer that has been optioned in this motorhome. So recognize this is an option. If you prefer this to be storage area, standard is a storage area, but this combo washer dryer is an option. And there again, let me tell you why I love combo washer dryers. I love them from the standpoint of I can set it, I can go out and go fly fishing for the day and come back and my clothes are dry. This thing is automatic. Now granted, compared to a stackable washer dryer, I cannot fit as much in this. However, this is an automatic. It will wash your clothes and then dry your clothes. So on a regular basis, if you're doing your laundry versus storing it up for a week at a time, these are more than capable, and I would tell you also have some advantages for you as the end user. So this is an option inside of this coach. As I mentioned, our auxiliary fireplace. With this fireplace, you can either just have the ambiance on of the fire, so relaxing at night and just enjoying the view, or you can also have the heat function on, and with that it will produce your heat inside of this bedroom. As I already mentioned, the smart TV, cool thing about the smart TV is we do have storage behind it. The storage is a great area for those oversized comforters, anything that you're going to put away and maybe use seasonally. But I mean, in reality, you don't have to put things in there that are just seasonal, because opening this is super easy, and a lot of storage room in this bedroom. So this has been the 35L Seneca XT made by Jayco. As I already mentioned, there is a ton to love about this motorhome. We've checked out the outside, we've checked out the inside. Get down to a dealership and put your hands on this, and I think you're going to love it. Again, my name is Corey Weatherton, Director of Product Development here at Jayco Motorhome Group. Thanks so much for taking time out of your day to watch this Jayco Seneca XT walkthrough video. If you have questions, call your local dealer. If you don't know who your local dealer is, go to our website, jayco.com. There's a dealer finder. Enter in your provincial code, zip code. They'll be able to direct you to who your local dealer is. Give them a call and ask them questions. As I mentioned inside, get down to your local dealer, take this thing for a test drive, get your hands on it, feel the quality of it. If by chance you stump your dealer with questions, always feel free to call us here at the factory. A kind receptionist will answer. Let her know that you're interested in finding out more about the Seneca XT made by Jayco, and then ask to talk to a regional sales manager. The key thing is regional sales manager. We have folks employed here who are responsible for wholesaling to dealers and also doing dealer training, who are responsible for your state or province you're from. They would love to answer any question you do have. If you by chance stump them, they'll say, I'll have to give you a call back. Let me check with engineering. Let me check with production. But they will get back with you if you do ask them a question that you stump them. Now also, please ask for them. I say that from the standpoint, we have a lot of videos out. My name is on these videos, and I'll come back into my office after filming a video, either filming a video, meeting with production, meeting with engineering, meeting with marketing, and there's voicemails on my phone. I'm getting ready to go to another meeting. Unfortunately, I cannot return those in a timely fashion. So please ask for a regional sales manager, and they would love to answer your questions promptly. But again, thanks for taking time to watch this today. Get down to your local dealer and check out the Seneca XT.